This conference will now be recorded.
Am I audible now? Now?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. Okay, fine. Okay, thank you. Okay, so in the last class, we discussed about purchase voucher. So we discussed about purchase voucher. It is a purchase of stock item along with the GST calculations. And here we have three types of purchase: cash purchase, bank purchase, and credit purchase. And type of mode we have done with the as a voucher three examples. And now I started doing the item invoice example. So in that item invoice example, I have taken here four examples. I took last class. That is purchased 10 Vivo mobiles at rupees 15,000 per number from local suppliers on credit basis. And I explained about e-way bill. E-way bill is mainly used for the transportation, and when the invoice value exceeds more than 50,000, e-way bill will applicable. And today I'm going to start with the purchase returns or debit note. So the shortcut key is Alt plus F5. So any idea what is mean by purchase returns? What is purchase returns? Goods are rejected from company to the suppliers due to damage or billing problem. So in these cases, we'll return back to the goods from the company to the suppliers. Okay. So these records or these transactions, we have to pass it in debit note. Now I'll take the previous example for the debit note. We purchased 10 Vivo mobiles from the local suppliers. I find some defects, whether it is a damage or billing problem, I have to return back to that particular supplier. So what I will do, I'll pass the entry in debit note. You can see, I'll take one example here. Rejected 5 Vivo mobiles, or let me take 3 Vivo mobiles due to billing problem. Okay. So we'll pass the entry for debit note. I'll open Tally now. Okay. So in last class, I've done one entry on local suppliers. Vivo mobile we purchased on credit basis. Now I'll go to vouchers. So hope everyone are in a gateway of Tally screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now go to vouchers, and in purchase voucher, on right side you can see here payment is there. There is an arrow mark, small arrow mark will be there. I am placing the cursor here. If you click on that arrow mark, you can see the option F5 for payment, F5 single dash for debit note. Can you able to see everyone? In a purchase voucher
Yes, ma'am.
itself. So click on the debit note option. So click on debit note. Now you can see the screen is changed to debit note. Okay. So before doing the transaction, let me change the date here. I'll take 1st of July. Okay. So party's account name is local supplier, and we have to give the tracking number, bill of lading number, vehicle. So everything we have to give. So purchase account, name of the item is Vivo mobiles. So in Godon 3, we have 10 numbers of mobiles. In that I am rejecting only 3 numbers. Rate is 15,000 per number. After the calculation line, CGST and SGST.
Ma'am, what's the go down number?
In which godown you have kept? I think godown 3. You just check it out. It will display
Okay, ma'am.
list of godown in which godown we have.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. All of you are doing simultaneously. Is there any doubts? If you have any doubt, you just ask me now. See, we have to take here parties account name is local suppliers, then ledger account is purchase account. Vivo mobile 3 number. The rate is 15,000. All of you got the answer? You got the calculations also? You can use chat box and then you can reply. Otherwise, you
Yes.
can unmute and then you can reply. Hmm? Okay, so now press enter and we have to take here against reference bill. So name I'll take here local suppliers. So take name as local suppliers. Done everyone?
Ma'am, could you repeat?
See. You're in which screen now?
The same screen, ma'am, in which you are.
Yeah, then what happened? So you got this calculation, right? I'm placing the
Yes,
cursor
ma'am.
here. Yeah, then press enter. So you're getting four options, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Take against reference. You're getting the name, due date, amount, everything.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, press enter. All of you are getting the due date, amount, everything. Because here I'm not getting, I'll once again open the tally now. So only I'm telling. So once you press against reference, everything it will display. The name, due date, amount, everything. Then select that and give the narration and you can save it. Select it, give the narration and you can save it. Being 3 mobiles rejected. So I'll open tally once again. Got it everyone? You can go back to day book and then you can check it out. See, I'm doing once again local suppliers and purchase account. Name of the item is Vivo Mobile. Go down 3. I'm rejecting 3 numbers. After the calculation line, CGST and then SGST. And in eBay bill, it is asking for reason for issuing note. Then here you have to select against reference. So once you select the against reference, everything it will display what is the name, bill date, due date, balance, final balance. So here balance is 1,68,000 is there, and final balance. Suppose if I am clearing only half of this, it will display balance. And if I am clearing final balance, we can take here.
Ma'am,
Hmm.
CGST is calculated on what percent?
12%, because I am creating Vivo Mobile in 12%. If you have
On
created
fif- on
18%, it's okay, no problem.
on 45,000, 12%.
Yes, yes, yes. I think you people are selected 18% maybe. So only you are getting more amount. That is not an issue. So I'll just give the narration as being 3 Vivo mobiles rejected due to billing problem. Is there any doubt? Anyone? Understood everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Shifa Fatima, you're not getting the screen, huh? Shifa Fatima. Okay. Okay, and what about others? Got it, everyone? Okay, we'll move on to the next example. Okay, see here. Have taken this classmate notebook, add gel pen, and this pen local suppliers. Everything we have done with the same state. That means we took the tax as CGST and SGST. Now I'll take one example, that is by using IGST. So this one we call it as a interstate transaction. Interstate transaction. So in interstate transactions, goods are transferred from one state to another state. One state to another state. And here the tax rate will be IGST. Okay, I'll take one example now. Purchased 100 Logitech printers at rupees 8,000 per number from interstate supplier Tamil Nadu. See, I've taken an example here. We are purchasing 100 Logitech printers. The rupees is 8,000 per number from interstate supplier. The place is Tamil Nadu. Here, the first thing we have to create a ledger as interstate supplier. create a ledger, interstate supplier. He will comes under sundry creditors. And compulsory how to change the state. The state should be Tamil Nadu. Then only we can enter the GSTN number. Now I'll type GSTN number is Tamil Nadu state code is 33. This is a PAN number and verification and check digit. So I typed like this. So now these things will create it in Tally. I have to create a ledger as interstate supplier and I have to change the state here and I have to give a GSTN number. Now I'll go to Tally. I'll go back to the gateway of Tally screen to create a ledger. Hope everyone are in the gateway of Tally screen. I'll go to create now ledger. So the ledger I'm creating now, interstate supplier. So he will comes under creditors. You can see here name is interstate supplier, address you can take here, but compulsory how to change here Tamil Nadu and GSTN number 33 ISABC 1234A 1Z1. Okay, so done everyone.
Ma'am, 1 second.
Go to gateway of Tally screen, go to create ledger, and I am in a ledger creation screen only. So we are creating interstate supplier ledger. Done everyone. Shall I proceed further? You have to reply, otherwise I'll not get whether you understand whether you are doing or not.
1 second, 1 second, ma'am.
And what about others?
Yes, ma'am.
Done. Hope everyone did this one. I'm going to the further steps now. Is it clear for everyone? Shall I move for the further next
Yes,
step?
ma'am.
Okay. See here. After creating the ledger, interstate supplier ledger, we have to pass the entry because the stock item already it's been created. So now I'll go to this voucher. In this voucher, you can observe the screen is in debit note. The first thing you have to observe the screen, the which voucher screen is showing here. It is in debit note. We'll come back to purchase. Click on purchase. On right side, it is there purchase. Just click on purchase. Now the screen is changed to purchase voucher. Now I'll take 005. This is the invoice number, and let me change the date here. Okay. Party's account name, you have to select here interstate supplier. And I'm not going to give any receipt details here and just save the party details. And here purchase ledger is purchase account. Name of the item Logitech printers. It's been created already, Logitech printers. Now this one I am purchasing and I can use one more godown. By default godown is main location. So this Logitech printers I am placing in main location godown. Quantity is 100, rate is 88,000 per printer. No discount for this. 8 lakh amount will display. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now press enter, and after the calculation line, which tax I'm supposed to take here? Which tax will come? Anyone can answer which tax will come? You can use the
IGS.
chat box. Exactly. So we can use here, we have to use here IGST because it is a interstate transaction. Type IGST. All of you are getting the same amount?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now you can see here provide e-way bill details. Say yes this one and dispatch from ship to. So we have to give here. So we dispatch from Tamil Nadu ship to Bangalore. And this one transporter name. In the last class we have done this one transporter name, vehicle number, transporter ID, everything. So how you are transporting, whether a road, rail. So these are the basic details we have to enter here. Okay. Then again it is asking for the four types of bill. See in this example, I didn't mention that I am purchasing on credit basis. So you can choose here the option as on account. On account is nothing but spot payment. I'll take here on account. I'm not purchasing on credit basis, so I'm not using new reference bill. I'm purchasing on cash, so I'll use the option as on account. And it will display the amount, and you can give the narration as being 100 Logitech printers purchased from Tamil Nadu. Got it, everyone? Any doubts? Got it, everyone? You can unmute and then you can say me.
Ma'am,
Hmm.
actually, I'm not able to type anything in the party's account name.
You are in purchase voucher only.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The screen is like this only item invoice screen, name of item, quantity.
No, ma'am,
If the
actually, so I first typed the supplier invoice number and then I changed the date. After that, I'm
hmm.
not able to do anything.
Okay, so you change the date. No, again press F2 and change this date also. You just press F2, change this date first.
Okay, ma'am.
Got it now?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Hmm. Understood, everyone?
Ma'am, what is the party account name?
This one only, interstate supplier.
Okay.
You have to create that one first.
Created it, ma'am.
Created. Okay, then pass the entry interstate supplier purchase account.
Place of supply, should I choose Tamil Nadu, ma'am?
No, 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 no. Already it's been created in ledger creation only.
Okay, ma'am.
You're asking in e-way bill or where?
I got it, ma'am.
Okay. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I'll save this entry. Okay. Okay, we'll take last example in interstate. Import 10 Lenovo laptop at rupees 55,000 per number from foreign suppliers. So the previous example I've taken interstate. So this one I'm taking some other country, foreign suppliers. So we'll mention the country USA. See, in this example, the first thing we have to create a ledger as foreign suppliers. And second one, Lenovo laptop stock item we have to create because we don't have Lenovo laptop stock item. See, I'll create a ledger as foreign supplier. So he will comes under creditors. And next one, create a stock item. You have to choose country as USA. Lenovo laptop. Units I'll take here numbers and GST I'll take 18%. Okay. So we'll create one by one. First thing we'll create a ledger, then we'll create a stock item. At last we'll pass the entry. So everyone go back to gateway of tally screen. I'll go to create option ledger. So now ledger I'll create here foreign supplier. Sundry creditors. Here state I'll take not applicable. And country I'll take here USA. Okay. You can see here GST number it is not showing. So because the foreign supplier doesn't have a GST number, because only GST will applicable India. It is not in USA. Save it. So hope everyone created the ledger. Done everyone creating the ledger. Please say yes or no. No? Done everyone. Okay, so I'll move on to the next step. I'll create a stock item. So here I'll create Lenovo laptop. I'll not take any group and category. If you want, you can take a category as electronic devices. And units I'll take here numbers. And here specify details here. Description, I'll take your laptop. Specify details here. It is a taxable 18% tax I'm taking here. You can see the tax breakup will be the 99% for CGST and SGST. Type of supply is goods. Like this, you have to create a stock item. Done, everyone? Okay. The next step is save this one stock item creation. I'll go to vouchers. So normal in a purchase voucher only. Supplier invoice number. I'll take 009. Party's account name is foreign supplier. You can see here GST registration is unknown and GST number is not showing here because we selected the country as USA. Purchase ledger is purchase account. And name of the item, I'll take here Lenovo laptop. So this one I placed in Godown 1. Quantity is 10 number. Rate is 55,000 per number. And after the calculation line, you have to choose here IGST. And the e-waybill will applicable and take it as on account. So this transaction also I am doing on account. Give the narration being 10 Lenovo laptop purchased from USA. Is that clear? Any doubts in this?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So I'll save the entry. Okay. So by this purchase voucher is completed. Is sorry, I'll take one more example. The last example on purchase voucher. See here, in last class I told you that there are three modes in a purchase. We have done with as voucher, accounting invoice, and one option is left, that is a accounting invoice. We have done with as a voucher, item invoice. Those two transactions we have done, left with accounting invoice. And one more thing you can observe. So what are the transactions we have done? I took based on the goods, like whether it is a petrol, notebook, pen, mobiles, laptop. So these are it is related to goods. Now I'll take one example. It is related to services. That example I'm doing it on accounting invoice. Is that clear? So this one I'm doing it in accounting invoice mode. And I'm doing one example on services.
Ma'am,
So
this comes under what?
sorry,
This comes
purchase,
under what?
purchase, purchase only, purchase voucher only. See here on right side you can see here change mode. We have done with as voucher format. We have done with item invoice format. Now I am going to show accounting invoice format. It is comes under purchase voucher only. We have a three modes of transactions we have here. So I'll take an example of paid advertisement services at rupees 10,000 to Just Dial company. See, I've taken one example like this. Paid advertisement services at rupees 10,000 to Just Dial company. That means our company has taken advertisement services from the Just Dial company. So this amount we have to pay to them. So for this, first we have to create a ledger. The first thing we have to create a ledger as Just Dial company, because they are the supplier for our company. So that supplier will take it as creditors, and we have to take the state as Karnataka and GSTN number also. Okay. Now advertisement services. So it is not a stock item. I can't measure in a units. I can't place in a godown. So we have to take it in a accounting invoice format only. You can see now I am showing accounting invoice format. If I click on this accounting invoice format, it will display like this: supplier invoice number, particulars, and rate and amount. Okay. Now I'll create a one more ledger as advertisement services. This will comes under indirect expenses. So GST is 18%. Okay, so we'll create one by one. The first one I'm creating now, Just Dial company. So go back to gateway of Tally screen. I'll go to create option, ledger. I'll create here Just Dial company. He will comes under creditors. Save it. Now I'll create advertisement services. The one more ledger is advertisement services. All of you are doing simultaneously. Why there is no reply?
Ma'am.
At least you people has to reply, no? So done with the creation of ledger Gestile company.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now we'll start creating the advertisement services ledger, and this will comes under indirect expenses. Choose the group as indirect expenses. So cost center is not applicable. I'll take, and here GST is applicable. Specify details here. So HSN I'll take here 012. Description I'll take here services. Again specify details here. Taxable 18%. It is divided into 99%. And you can see the next line, type of supply. It will be services. So in a ledger creation itself, we are giving the GST rate for that advertisement services. Done, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have any doubt, you can ask me now only. I'm open the same screen. You have to click on the specified details here. So type of supply is services. Save it. Now, okay, after creating that, we'll go to vouchers. So I am in purchase voucher. If you are in purchase voucher, you can go to change mode and you can select this accounting invoice. So once you select the accounting invoice mode, It will display like this: supplier invoice name, parties account name, and it will be like particulars, rate and amount. So this one I'll take here. Parties account name I'll take here. Just dial company. So it will display just dial GST and number, everything. And particulars, I'll take the ledger as advertisement services. Now amount I'll give here 10,000. Immediately in the next line I'll enter CGST and SGST. Got it? If you have any doubts in this, done everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So take it as an account. Don't take new reference, take it as an account and give the narration as being advertisement services paid. So save this entry. Now I have to check all the transaction. I'll go to day book. I'll change the dates here from April to just okay. So here you can see total we have done with 10 purchase entries. So in that, as a voucher format, item invoice format and accounting invoice format. So we have done all the purchase transactions. So any doubts in purchase voucher? Understood everyone purchase voucher?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now we'll start with the sales voucher. See, so this is a second voucher in the inventory vouchers. In the last class I told you we have a all four types of inventory vouchers: purchase, purchase return, sales, sales returns, and stock journal, physical stock voucher, and the POS. So now I am doing sales voucher. The functional key is F8. So what are the items we purchase from the suppliers that we are selling to the customers? So those entries we have to pass in sales voucher. Goods sold to the customers along with the GST calculations. So here again we have here types of sale. First one, cash sale. Second one, bank sale. And the last one, credit sale. So total we have here three types of sale: cash, bank and credit. The same thing what we done in purchase. But in a purchase voucher, the shortcut key was F9, the functional key, and here it is F8. So in purchase voucher also we have here three types. So in a sales voucher also we have a three types of modes we have here. So I'll go to voucher. You can see sales. F8 is there. See here. The screen is changed to sales voucher, and I'll go to change mode option. I'll take first one is as voucher. You can see this is a as a voucher format, and the same thing the second one we have here item invoice. This is item invoice format, and the last one we have here accounting invoice format. Okay, so if you're done with the purchase voucher, then only we can do the sales voucher entry, especially in a item invoice entry. So now I'll be doing the examples on as a voucher format. As voucher mode. The first one I'll take here goods sold at rupees 2000 by cash. So this is a cash transaction, and this is I'm using in a voucher mode. I'll go back to tally now. Vouchers, sales. I'll change the mode here as voucher. Now you can see the screen is in debit and credit format. Hope everyone are in the same screen. Now, how we are selling the goods by cash. So debit is cash account. That last class how we are done the same thing you have to follow. I'll take the amount is 2000, and I'm not mentioning any name of the item. Credit is sales account. Debit is cash and credit is sales. I'll take here Bangalore to JP Nagar, cost category and cost center. I'm not giving any tax details here. This is a as a voucher format. Done everyone? Okay. I'll
Can you
give the
repeat it again, ma'am?
you are in which screen, ma?
The same screen, ma'am.
What you're not getting? Debit, have you taken the cash?
Ma'am, yeah,
Hmm.
ma'am. Before this, I was not able to listen your audio. So can you repeat it once again, ma'am? From the cash.
Okay. So we are doing now this one as a voucher format. You should go to change mode, select as a voucher format. In this as a voucher format, it will be debit and credit. The previously how you have done purchase voucher. Have you done the purchase voucher as a voucher format? The same thing I am doing with the sales. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. Now you select debit is cash. Type the amount is 2000. Type the amount is 2000. Once you have done that one, credit is sales account. Don't take any item. Type the amount here. Cost category and cost center it will ask. You can take any cost category and take cost center. Give the narration and you can save the entry. Being
Okay, ma'am.
goods sold. Okay, I'll save this entry.
Ma'am,
Hmm.
Ma'am, branch name, anything we can give?
Yeah, yeah, you can give anything.
Okay.
Okay. So one transaction I done with as a voucher format. I'll go to day book and you can see this one, sales. The entry will be saved. So the same thing will take one bank transaction. So instead of cash, we have to take a bank here. So I'll take one more example in as a voucher format. Goods sold at rupees 3,500 by ICICI Bank. So I'll go to tally now, vouchers, sales voucher, the same as a voucher mode will be there here. So debit I'll take here ICICI Bank. See carefully everyone, debit I am taking ICICI Bank. Amount I'll take here 3,500. Through the bank we are doing the transaction. And credit is sale. I'll not take any item name and the branch, cost category and cost center. Give the narration and you can save it. Is there any doubts? Got it everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So narration I'll give here
Yes, ma'am.
being goods sold. Okay. So we'll take one more example. Goods sold at rupees 7,000 by ABC and company. They are the customers of our company on credit. So we are selling the goods to the customers on credit basis. See, in the last class I told you that, so we have a three types of purchase: cash, bank and credit. The same thing we have here, three types of sale, that is cash, bank and credit. So here the same thing I am doing here, credit transactions. Okay, I'll go back to tally now. Debit is ABC and company. 7,000. So here we have to take a new reference because I am doing on credit basis. The name of the company I'll take here ABC and I have to take a due date. So I'm giving the due date for them as 1 month, that is September, and credit is sales account. So give the narration as being,
Ma'am,
hmm,
I'm not getting the ledger of ABC, so I have to create a new ledger, ma'am,
yeah, you have to create.
under sundry debtors.
Yeah,
Okay, ma'am.
Goods sold on credit. Done, everyone?
Ma'am, we should take new reference.
Yeah, you have to take new reference because we are doing on credit basis. So you have to take new reference here.
Ma'am, what should we take the name and due date?
Name you can take ABC and due date is 1st of September. The next month date you can give here.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Done, everyone? Okay, I'm just saving this entry. So any doubts in as a voucher format?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So now I'll give some examples on item invoice format or item invoice mode. So item invoice mode we purchased petrol, book, pen, everything. So based on that I'm doing the example sales voucher here. Sold, the first example, sold 75 liters of petrol at rupees 160 per liter by cash. Okay. Now I'll go back to tally. Here we have to change the mode. The first thing we have to change the mode. I'll take it as item invoice. See here, I'm in item invoice screen. Party's account name, I'll take here cash. Sales account, name of the item, I'll take here petrol. And you can see, so all of you are in the same screen, I guess. So party's account name, you have to select here cash. And sales ledger is sales account. Name of the item is petrol. After selecting the petrol, it will display here item allocation for So you can type G. It will display list of godown and it will display in which godown we have kept the petrol. So in godown 1 we have 100 liters of petrol. In that I'll take, first thing I'll select the godown 1 and quantity I'll take here 75 liter. Rate is 160 per liter. So we purchase for 150 rupees and we are selling for 160. That is a profit margin will be the 10 rupees. And is there any tax rate for petrol? Should I take CGST and SGST here?
Yes, ma'am.
No, it is a exempted. So petrol is a exempted. So don't take any CGST and SGST. Just give the narration as being petrol purchased. Done, everyone? Am I audible to you, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Understood what I am saying? All of you done this entry? Done, everyone? Being petrol sold. Save it. Okay, I'll go to the next example. Sold 50 number of classmate notebook at rupees 55 per number by ICICI Bank. Okay, I'm passing this entry. I'm in sales voucher, item invoice mode, party's account name is bank, ICICI Bank. I'll select here. Sales account, name of the item I'll take here classmate notebook, and this one I placed in Godon 2. So in Godon 2 we have 100 number of classmate notebook book. In that I am taking 50 number and per book I am selling 55 rupees per number. And it is a taxable. We have to take here CGST and SGST. Only petrol is exempted. I didn't took over the tax rates. So notebook is a taxable. Have taken CGST and SGST, and through the bank we are doing the entry. So bank transaction, and give the narration as being classmate notebook sold.
And what's the tax rate, ma'am?
5%. Did you got the same amount?
I did not get the amount, ma'am.
In sales voucher, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you given the percentage for the classmate notebook while doing the purchase voucher? Because the
Yes,
thing
yes, ma'am.
is, yeah, if you have done the purchase voucher, then only it will reflect in sales voucher.
Okay,
You
ma'am.
You just go to daybook and check it out in the purchase voucher, the classmate notebook. And
I
once you
haven't created it, ma'am.
Yeah, you have to create that one. You have to pass the purchase entry. See, I'll tell you one thing. If you are doing the sales voucher, before that, make sure that you have to create all the stock item and compulsorily you have to pass the purchase voucher entries. That purchase voucher entries are mandatory. If you didn't pass purchase voucher entry, will not get the godown only in a sales voucher. We can't able to do the sales voucher because in a sales voucher we have to select the godown, in which godown I kept the item, everything, and once I took the item, here it will display the rate, everything here it will display. So make sure that you have to pass
Ma'am,
purchase voucher entry. Yeah.
when I checked in the day book, I was not able to view the purchase voucher for classmate notebook. But in
Hmm.
the sales voucher, I was able to select the go down. Like in the go down too, there were
Yes,
100
yes.
numbers of
Yeah,
notebook.
then take it as 50 number.
Okay, ma'am.
So, okay, in a day book, what you have to do now, you have to change the dates. Like you can press F2, otherwise Alt F2 you can press. It will display two
Okay,
dates,
ma'am.
from date and to date. There you can give 1st of April to like today's date, which one in your tally screen, which date is showing. Up to this date, you can type. Then it will display
Okay,
all
ma'am.
the transactions.
Okay, ma'am.
Muntal कहते हैं समझ
Hindu, mute yourself. So done.
Ma'am, is it 50 numbers?
Yeah, 50 numbers. So I'm in the same screen. You can see the screen now. Quantity is 50
Yes, ma'am.
numbers. Rate is 55. You have to type. Got it. And in the next line, you have to select here CGST and SGST.
Okay, ma'am.
You got CGST and SGST.
I'm not getting the amount for CGST and SGST, ma'am.
See here. After this, after this line, I'm showing the cursor here. After this line only, you have to type CGST.
Okay, ma'am.
Press enter and then you can type. Got it now?
I'm doing it, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah.
Ma'am, I'm still not getting the amount. So can I use the calculator and calculate it?
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
If you are getting the same amount, 2,750, you can use the same amount here, 68.75. You can take both CGST and SGST.
Got it, ma'am.
You got it, no? Okay, give the narration. So I'll give the narration as Being classmate notebook sold. Being classmate notebook sold. And save this entry. Now I'll go back to day book and then I'll check it out. See if you're not, if it is not showing anything, all the entries. So what you have to do, on right side F2 date is there. If I click on this arrow mark, you'll find period, that is a alt F2. So once I select the period, you can enter from 1st of April to till today, otherwise 31st of March. Now it will display all the transactions. What are the transactions we have done in Tally? Everything it will display. Is that clear? So in day book, you have to click on period and you have to type 1st of April to 31st of March. You can just type here 1/4 and 13/3. Automatically it will display what are the transactions we have done. Okay. So have done with as a voucher mode I did here 3 examples in sales voucher. In item invoice, I have taken 2 examples. The remaining examples, I'll give it in next class. So next class, the next session will be tomorrow. So hope everyone understood today's session. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.